Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for responding so generously to our invitation. The main purpose of this encounter is to inform you that consequent upon the National Council meeting, the National Conference, scheduled for 19th of July, a committee was set up to plan the conference. Now, I have reported to the steering committee today, and the highlights are one, the venue of the conference shall be at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. All activities relating to the conference will be at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. We anticipate that issues relating to COVID will come up. And so we have prepared adequately. Our health committee has taken all the major steps and will be providing the guidance for participants so that we do not have or report any incidents of COVID during the conference. We want to assure the nation that we will not, NPP at this conference will not be the purveyors of conference. I've read some concerns about holding the conference at a place where there are reported COVID incidents. Our health committee has taken all the critical needs and are prepared so that we can be assured that we'll have a smooth conference without any health issues, much less COVID-related issues. Again, we must inform everybody from now that the agenda of this conference is to consider the proposed amendments to our constitution. The document, the 300-page document which has been circulated by the National Secretary, or General Secretary, to all the regions intended for the constituencies. I've also seen a summary, which is also about 64 or so page document. But all of that will be compressed into motions. It is the motion which members or delegates will be called upon to take decisions based upon. So we expect that before members come to the conference, the venue, they would have had copies of the motions, discuss it as much as they want. When we come to the venue, then we'll be taking decisions on the motion that have been proposed by the Constitutional Review Committee of the new Patriotic Party. We also want to advise that this is strictly a Delegates Conference, for which reason only delegates will be permitted into the conference hall. We expect that a few individuals who ordinarily are not delegates may be admitted, but of course it's for the National Executive to determine and advise who. Otherwise, it is strictly a National Delegates Conference. Because the conference is to take decisions on the Constitution, we do not intend that people who have no power under our Constitution to take decisions, especially on a matter like the Constitution, will not come and interfere in the business of our constitutional amendment. So we will insist on delegates. Members can be in the presence. Inside the stadium where decisions will be taken will be restricted to members of all the delegates who are entitled. Again, we want to assure Ghanaians that we will not let the conference be turned into a platform for those aspiring to be presidential candidates of our party. For that reason, we've already informed National Council, and they seem to agree with us, that no advertising document, poster, billboard, or t-shirts of any or banners of any of the aspirants will be admitted into the stadium. If anybody breaches any one of these rules, we have secured the place, and our security men will make sure that any such breach will immediately be taken down, and if possible, the person removed from the conference. I think this is sufficient, unless you want to ask me any questions. questions, I'll gladly take.
Please, if you go to this side, you go to the other side. Okay, so we can take some few questions.
Let me pass.
I think you raised your voice.
Yeah. My question really is not about the Delegates Conference, but since I have the party's national organizer here, then
Everything must be centered on the Delegates Conference. Nothing more. That is why I initially mentioned that this press engagement is strictly in relation to the annual Delegates Conference we'll be having on the 18th and 19th. Delegates will report on the 18th and 19th. When we finish, they will set off back to their various meetings. So questions must be strictly on this matter.
If Honorable can summarize the chief account stations before the person comes, just under 3 minutes.
NPP To. Now if you may send and national councillor, the Mremo, said, conference and Congress, you are, the Litimia show was a sort of decision. Decided and now almost said that said that a bishia near June, your constitution, you could no more like I say, Cram Befaswa, a business and you're my higher month for a baby, Mamma. Committee, National Council Tail, a sham prince and prenay, and she shared their back conference. Senior me Adumoa conference, no, your pay no, University of Ghana, Legon, the stadium no so. A fiada and you rain, Feddy Musa, Bia, or a delegate Bia Baba, the whole fiada you rain. Remember, Shasiano Pa. Any that who say more normal and son of an air phone, the Timia Sada in the kind of said a constitution where you be done than you need one, no one has some more agenda at that piece. I feel you say, and none say, Sabria, you mean from under we must say, University of Ghana, as I say, no so. Yare humuni bi aba ho COVID enti e pese e ko e mamamfo e party for delegates e be nyina show conference and na mo e fata bia say yitu the boy delegates e ban go ban no ye chiche no na yitu your health committee Dr. Okuboy Dano motu an mo ye nyoma ho se be ya bia ma conference na se na yare meka no na o fi yare to be about conference. Also, and American and Indian, so I am say, maybe a conference. Now, the area we if we have. I think, let's say, conference we a Yamamu is a Guam assembly. Yam per se a honor, or more money does so big dinner, say to about more room to Francano, or the Babay or more. A campaign platform. Yeah, my primary campaign. We are far, we are pursuing Gina. When it does not say, we be you say, Francatuni, Nata, there, the poster, the billboard, and I be Biasa and my conference. Report number, National Executive Committee, we are NTM, GDC, or more Ajatu. Themselves more central for. Maybe I'm better than age money in a session. Come on, the friend on Central for a prayer. The mood details in secretary to the committee. We are studying open be a better action. And the more fatter see to into every that kind of say, Madame, obey and one, every bubble and one for the back. A year constitutional amendment. Who said, you take committee, or TT is a millionaire. Report of the buyer and Krata Bear Hassan. Very say, Katafakrata for Bear Hassan. General Secretary, and obviously a summary. Cabo Mube, Gratafa bed you see no say. Name a big compress into resolutions into shareholder resolution and our motions and not ena be home common affair. Yatuaba. Actually, I don't know say Jitum says the constitution say and I mean some say I am from Koha and I am from. After opening ceremony. Obia when you delegate dear, and I'm say we dear a year your party no who your mra titri and who you money be your party constitution in Mao Pine so 2,000 money bill and heard himself. Conference way and strictly delegates in Pesedi probably from her in the gas and Pesedi room, the observer and I'm a new one. One Rama when said to about movie, and I'll take a decision. No one ever move to your bob on from and shares. Macacran Pimusia delegates in constituencies is a whole run, and the councils are whole ready Musa Nipa. Pimona hence here do 4,692 all the constituencies together. Now Baba regional executive and also Mimu Bese Dipa Henry do Sumi Zana Waba Council of Elders now about paid Council of Patrons Dunum na national officers almost a bill and about test for Henry do external branches, so one part the firm what I'm an onina. Also, you really prepare Hassan Education 360 and regional council reps in there. A couple more, about 5,785. The Pampimum household or what you know, and I hear him say, oh, Weber.
Question. If you know, Madam, if that's it, and we did say, Saint Chichimungu also, Deputy General Secretary, and I'm from Yanswa in Chimunga. The better must next week you should be thinking to home. Name only a Director of Communications, a year Richard Anyaba, on the bay in charge of media, and I know say, oh, very good plans for you to be shared. Obi I mean so much accreditation I say I'm so malenka masha so nyanya kwajo meet media forum na because accreditation is very important and it's going to be strictly by accreditation to be sure some secure and sana what you mean I better must